I'm Justin.
I'm David.
I'm Sammy. I'm Emily.
I'm Ryan.
I remember the first time my husband asked me if I wanted to move to Texas from Mississippi. I didn't want to. The visual image I got in my head was deserts, cactuses, dusty plains, and cattle. What I learned when springtime rolled around was that I was totally wrong. I could not believe the fields and fields of wildflowers. It reminded me of the poppy scene out of Wizard of Oz. Today we're going to learn about wildflowers. We're going to hear information from the Cooperative Extension Service, from Texas Parks and Wildlife, and from Diana Bowen with Texas A&M University. In addition, you may wonder why there are so many flowers. We'll find out why that is. As well, we'll find out a historical story about how the bluebonnet came to be the Texas state flower. So why are there an abundance of flowers? According to Diana Bowen with Texas A&M University, 60,000 flower seeds are planted every year along Texas highways and interstates. As well as that, Texas is wide open spaces, full of grassy fields. It's a perfect place for wildflowers to grow. The historical significance behind the bluebonnet is from 1901. The Texas legislature met to decide what flower would be Texas's state flower. One man wanted it to be the cotton boll because at that time cotton was king. Another man wanted it to be the cactus because they're sturdy and have beautiful flowers, and his nickname would eventually become Cactus Jack. Eventually, the National Society of Colonial Dames decided that the bluebonnet should be the Texas state flower, and they were unopposed. And so it became to be that the bluebonnet was the flower. Next, you may wonder what kind of flowers you're looking at when you look out into those fields. We don't have time today to learn about all the flowers, so we'll learn about three. First is the bluebonnet. The bluebonnet has bonnet-shaped petals like a cup, and when it rains, you can see raindrops sitting in each little cup. As it starts to bloom throughout the season, it'll get red up here on the tips as the flowers get older. The next flower you see, common in our area, is the Indian paintbrush. This is one of the most beautiful flowers in Texas, but you'll never see them growing alone in a field. That's because they're parasitic, which means that they need the roots of other plants in order to grow. That's why when you look out into fields of bluebonnets, you often see the red ones mixed in with them. The third flower is the pink Indian primrose. What makes this flower unique is that it opens and closes its petals with the sun. In the northern blooming region, the petals open at night and close when the sun comes up. In our area, you'll find that the petals open with the sun and close every evening when the sun goes down. So what have we learned here today? We learned that the bluebonnet has historical significance because of its naming at the legislature in 1901. We've learned why there are so many wildflowers in Texas, and it's not like that in any other state in the United States. It makes Texas unique. The wide open spaces, perfect place for flowers to grow. The 60,000 seeds planted each year make the highways beautiful. We learned about these three specific flowers. So, in conclusion, if you live here in Texas and think that everyone in every other state gets to enjoy the wildflower season, you're wrong. This is something that makes Texas beautiful and unique. If you're not from Texas and you come here to visit the wildflowers, you'll find that it's a very spectacular view. Thank you.